What's up, guys? Simply Coco here, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to part 2 of Fright Farm. It's a haunted house build that I'm doing in The Sims, a part of my 31 Days of Halloween series. Can't believe we're on the last week of it. Just between you and me, though, I'm really excited that I'm almost done with this, because doing straight fall and Halloween builds all this month it was fun at first, but now I'm just tired of it. I'm so ready to move on to just normal everyday builds. I have a lot of stuff saved in my Pinterest that I want to get to, some modern homes, some traditional homes, some apartments, and just a lot of stuff. I want to get to another Let's Play because I have a really fun Let's Play idea for my next Let's Play. So there's just a lot that I'm wanting to do, and I'm feeling very restricted trying to do all of these Halloween builds because I don't know what else to do. So yeah, let's hop into game and I will continue with this haunted barn. So let's do that. By the way, before we do that, I just wanted to say, please join my Discord server. That link is down in the description. And also please stop. You can follow me on Twitch as well. I stream every Wednesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, at least during the month of October and November. That may change, but for now, that's my schedule. Any updates will be posted on Twitter, on Twitch, and then I will obviously say it in any face cam video there is, or just any video if I remember. But yeah, let's hop into game and get started with part 2 of this Let's Build. Okay, guys, we are back. So as you can see, if you watched the first part of this, I have moved the lot. We are in Windenburg now on the, oh, never mind. I don't know what the lot was originally called, but it's next to the bar that's in not Willow Creek, Windenburg. That's across from this little park. So it's right up this little hill. So that's where I put it. I'm not keen on the lighting on this lot because the sun is facing directly at the build in this afternoon lighting, but it's still not all that bright. And I don't know if it's because of the roof, because the roof comes so far out. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't really care because it's a haunted barn, so it doesn't necessarily have to be bright. But as you can see, I've done just a tiny bit off camera. Literally just the terrain paint is all I've done off camera. All the trees over here, I just pulled those out because that's what I'm going to use. They're not going to stay there. But yeah, I've just done some landscaping. Some terrain paint. So these are just some pebble gravel just leading up to the entrances. I imagine these two are the entrances, and then the inside, like I said, is going to be like a little maze, and this door will be the exit. So that's how we're going to try and do that on the interior. And then these are just, I'm going to put some landscaping in this dirt area. We'll put some spider webs in the plants and stuff like that, and some pumpkins and all of that scary stuff on the outside. We'll be using a lot of spooky day stuff, or whatever that stuff pack is called. But anyway, let's get going. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I'm posting this on Monday, so yeah, I hope you had a great weekend. I didn't do anything except for building The Sims. I have a collab coming up, another collab, a different one from the Miss Simreno and Paul collab. So I'm excited about that. I won't tell you who with just yet until I post the actual collab video. But yeah, it's going to be a fun one. So I'm excited about that. But other than that, not much else going on. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm just using a lot of debug stuff to what is it called? To landscape. I think to keep it just easier on myself, I'm going to use all plants from Get Together. There's not many plants in this area. Like, there's nothing around that I can, like, copy. Because there's just, like, there's wild grass, and there's, like, wild daisies, and there's, like, a lot of other wild stuff. But I don't know, there's nothing that I can put in, like, an actual flower bed. I've never used this before. I actually really like it. What is it? Oh, it doesn't say. It's debug. Where are these in the normal, like in the world? It's got to be in Get Together because that's what I'm filtered by. Oh, there's some over here. There's some over there. So I guess they're just lavender. Unless that's the regular lavender. I don't know, y'all. I have no idea. I guess we can use some though. They almost look a little... Oh, they're floating. Or that one's floating. I wonder if I could put something under it for it to not float. Because there's a bit of terrain manipulation there. You probably can't tell, but I did... let me just make sure the volume is turned down. I just thought about that. Okay, yeah. But I did do a little bit of terrain manipulation off camera. I just rose the whole barn up one, and then rose the foundation around it, and I just made this like a very slight slope. You probably can't even tell it, but yeah. So now I want to... What am I filtered by? Oh, I want to flatten terrain. Oh, excuse me. And then just flatten that. And hopefully this will go to the ground now. It's still not. I hate everything. I think it's down. I think it's down. I think. We're just going to keep going. I think instead of those are too bright. But the Get Together ones are too dead looking. There are these over there, unless those are the base game ones. They kind of look more so like the base game ones, like these. But I mean, if I'm building in Windenburg, might as well use the Get Together ones, because I like the Get Together ones color better. So we'll just use the Get Together ones. Oh, this is huge. It can creep into that a little bit. It's covered up anyway. I really like these too, but it doesn't really make sense to use two different ones. This might not work because it's gonna creep off the lot, and if I size it down again, then it's gonna be really tiny. We'll just go tiny then. We'll just go tiny. But I kind of like the idea of things being overgrown. So maybe I'll use these. Because I just like the idea of everything being overgrown, since it is supposed to be haunted and whatnot. But these kind of look too well kept, if you know what I mean. Like they look too clean. Like, you know? Like I liked how these were a little more wild. These are too, like they're well kept. Does that make sense? You know what I'm trying to say. I mean, these are Get Together too, but they look too well kept as well. Like there's an actual gardener that comes and like does them, you know? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna put that in the corner just because I like using those. Sorry if you can hear the dogs. They're just acting ridiculous, and at this point, we don't expect anything less. I might just end up going with the base game ones. I just hate the color of them. Like, look, if you zoom out, there's like... They're not the same color as anything else. Ooh, maybe these then. Yeah, we'll go with these. Yeah, these will work better. I always forget about these. We'll go with these. Just because they're, like I said, a little less well kept looking. Like, I don't want it to look like a gardener actively comes out and keeps up with the landscaping. But at the same time, I don't want it to look bad either. And then I think I'll use these. Do I want to use these? We'll use these. Since they're like slightly dead looking. Give me another one. Put it back here. Give me one more. We'll size it down twice and put it there. And then I might get rid of some of that dirt, but I think what I'm going to do before that is put some daisies and stuff in there. Just again to make it look overgrown and wild. Because I don't want it to look too manicured. I think that's the word I'm looking for. I don't want it to look too manicured. Although it might already look that way. That's fine right there. And then we have these daisies that I can like place around the rest of it. Just to make it look like they're like weeds that are growing wild, you know? So let's do that on this side. Those are probably creeping into the building, but we'll fix that. Also want some that aren't directly in the flower bed, just to add to that realism. And then we're going to be putting a lot of grass around too. Because like I said, I want it to look very overgrown. Okay, yes. And now I'll even put some of these. Like behind. That's fine. Because those are like over here. And then this is the grass. So now with the grass, I literally just want to go around everywhere. Not everywhere, but I do want it to be thick. To give it some dimensiones. That's not a word, but we're going for it. I'll let a little bit creep into the flower bed. Let's get some going back here. Oh, hello. I don't know if you saw that or not. My keyboard came up. Hold on, something's wrong. It wasn't letting me place that. Oh, because I changed my keyboard. Hold on, guys. Wait, did I fix it? There we go. Thought I was going to have to sort it off camera, but we're good. That might be floating back there. Yeah, let's flatten that terrain. And then let's lower that down. I think these, I think this grass like already floats a little bit. Yeah, I think this get together grass like floats a little bit already. Like even if it's not on raised terrain, I think it still floats a little bit. Okay, trees. So I think this one, since there's some coming up the path, kind of like this every other kind of feel. So it's that side, that side, that side, that side. So one would go like over here, but since we can't put one there, I'm going to put one at the edge of the lot with just some vegetation under it. Vegetation. I didn't want more grass, but that's fine. No, give me this. Okay, we'll take some daisies too. Alright, okay. Now, I'm trying to see. On this side, we have more of these kind of trees, so I'll put that one over there for now. And then over here, we have a lot of these. Bigger. And then I even pulled out this one, which these are more so in the background, but I kind of wanted to include some on this lot just to make it look like it was really sitting in like a forest kind of situation, you know? Like I really, really want it to sit into the situation, the lot. What other forest type trees came with Get Together? Is it just that one? Yes, but we have different forest type trees. Like, oh no, that's more swamp. Speaking of swamp, after watching Devin Bumpkin he built a bayou, and he like had a witch. He had like a witch live on the bayou. I want to do not the same thing, obviously, because it's copying, but I want to do something along those lines. So instead of calling it a bayou, I want to do one and call it a swamp. I know that's literally like the same thing, but I just really want to try my hand at that type of build because it looked really fun. I'm just looking because there's other types of trees back there other than just this one, but maybe I'm wrong. So we'll put one at the very edge of the lot. Give me another one and I'm going to size it down. And then I think I want another size down one on this side of the lot, if we can get it in there. Is it creeping? It's actually not. It's not creeping in anywhere. I mean, that the trunk is slightly creeping into the roof. Oh, now it's floating. Can we? No. Is it worth flattening that terrain just for a tree? It's going to bother me, so it would probably bother some of you. But it's also going to bother me that that terrain, that foundation underneath is going to pop out. That's also going to bother me. So I think we're just going to give it here. It's because it's half off the lot. I think we're going to scurry it back here and then not worry about the fact that it's floating. That's exactly what we're going to do. And then these are going to be practically everywhere. Because they're everywhere. Let's size one down and put it there. Move this. Nope. Move this one back. Are those on the same angle? Yeah, so we just need to twist and shout one a little bit. I think I do want to leave this tree right here, even though it's like completely taking over the flower bed that's right there, but that's okay. And then give me more of these. Not those. More of these. No. These. Yes. Okay. These are gonna... Let me just place these, or go ahead and place these around. So there's gonna be a crap ton of these as well. Let me size this one down for kicks and giggles. We'll take another one and put it underneath this tree. And then give me some grass to put back here to try and hide that a little better. I'll take one of these as well. Let me know, like, if y'all even like that I do, because this is my third Let's Build, and I've done the same for, like, each. Where the first part I do the shell, and then the second part is, like, all landscaping. But let me know if you even like seeing me do the landscaping, because some people might not. It might bore you. So if you're one of those people that it bores and you would rather me do the landscaping off camera, let me know and I will definitely take it into consideration. I just know that, like, Let's Builds are more so where you go, like, for like a tutorial. Like, I know I'm not sitting here saying, like, first you do this and do this and do this, but, like, if you want to see step by step how someone is building something, that's definitely a Let's Build. Speed builds are just, you know, a condensed version of what you're building. And I really have to, like, it's really hard for me to distinguish the two, because when I do Let's Builds, I like to, I mean, not Let's Builds. Whenever I do speed builds, I really like to try to include, like, all my footage, like everything that I did. I really like to try and include it. But sometimes you just can't do that because it's going to make for a extremely long video. And, you know, you don't want a long video all the time, especially when a lot of people don't even watch your entire video. Like, some people that started this video, I'm 22 minutes in, so, like, some people that started watching this video have definitely already clicked off, you know? So with a speed build, you just have to, it's like I just said, it's a condensed version of what you're building. So you don't want to necessarily, like, try your hardest to get every single bit of footage in there, you know? Doing this build right now, though, or doing, not this build, but doing the landscaping is really inspiring me to do, like, build a meadow, because I've had this idea sitting in the back of my head for a while now, just like building a meadow, like a full-on meadow. I mean, maybe putting like a cot, like, it wouldn't be a house, it would be just a meadow. I mean, maybe I could put like a cottage or something on it, but yeah, maybe I could put like a small cottage or something on it, but I wasn't even going to do that. Like, I just wanted it to be a straight up meadow with like a pond and just some cute things. And doing this landscaping with this grass, I love this grass. It's kind of like motivating me to do that a little bit. But I think we're done with the landscaping, honestly, because there's really not much else we could do. I wouldn't mind another one of these trees, but there's really nowhere for it to go unless we just stick it right there. But there's a lot of trees on this side of the lot. And there's almost like not even a place for it. Okay, that's better. I was just gonna say there's not even like too much room for it to have anywhere to grow. But like I said, I just really want it to be thick with vegetation. So I guess I'm getting what I want. We could even probably fit one over here. Or is that just, no, that's too much, because that's just like like a line of trees. Because there's just not that much room on that side of the lot. But I can fit another one of these bushes right here, and it's gonna kind of blend in because there's some right there. Yes. Now I'm questioning, do I want to go through and just bring some of this like dead dirt, the like dead grass in there, or it might be dirt. I don't know. But when I was doing this path, when I was doing this gravel, there's no dirt that matches what's already there, so I kind of had to like cheat it. What's this? That might be the closest, but it's so bright. This is what lawns are supposed to look like when the mercury really rises. I mean, just look at it. It kind of has the same. Oh, no, it doesn't. I was going to say it kind of has the same texture, but it doesn't even have the same texture. See, that's not it either. That's what that was. That was dead grass. That's not dead grass. I don't know what it is, though. Garden activate, no. See, it kind of has that kind of texture. It's like a dirt texture. But we don't... There's nothing... I mean... There's not the same thing anywhere. That's dead grass. That's the closest as far as color. What does it say? A lighter shade of green for younger, sunnier forest floors. I don't know. I might just leave it. Because, like, see all right here, there's no terrain paint. I mean, there's a little bit, but not, there's, like, no terrain paint, like, underneath. I was going to say, like, underneath where grass is, but I guess there is a little bit. But it makes sense down here because that's, like, going towards water. I don't know. Sorry that you're sitting here listening to me debate about this that doesn't even matter. I'm just going to use this because it's the closest to the color, and then we're going to put it on very light, and then we're just going to kind of go around and put it in random places. Because honestly, it almost doesn't even need to be there. And then I'm going to use the dirt on even lighter, or not. Yeah, that's not dirt, it's dead grass. But I'm going to use that to kind of shade what I just put. Ooh, that's too much. All right. Now, let's go into spooky stuff, because we're going to decorate the outside with a lot of the things from that pack. So, I think definitely some spider webs. I'm trying to think where would make the most sense to put them, though. Because I mean, we can put them up here, but would that make sense? like who got up there and put that up there, you know? Or maybe like use these as fake ones, but then put like the real ones up there. I'll leave it there for now. Where does this spider go? Should we put the spider over? Oh, I kind of like that. That could like signify that that's the exit. That's cool. That's cute. These should go on the interior for sure. But see, like this can come be outside. Oh shit, it's floating. Excuse my language. It's gonna... Let's see. Let me try and flatten it. I think everything might float though. So we might just have to look past it. Okay, I'm just gonna flatten all of that to give us room. Cause see, it unflattened because I smoothed it out to make it like a small slope up. But now everything's floating, so I can't do that. And it didn't matter anyway because you couldn't really see the slope. So let's put that there. Let's go back to filtering to spooky stuff. Go to show all. What else? What else? What else? Maybe this over here. Those are some creepy jack-o'-lanterns. Or should we put this like in the middle of the entrance doors? And then we'll put some other plants around it. Yeah, we'll do that. I was thinking of maybe putting these. Or would they make more sense being up high? We could do that. Let's see how this looks. Nah, I don't think those are going to get used at all. If I do use them, I kind of prefer them just at the top. But then I'm just thinking, like I said earlier, like who really got up there and put those up there? You know? Definitely got to use the ghost. Oh, we can use one ghost there. That one looks too happy. But we can't exclude him. We cannot exclude him. He's so cute. We'll put the cauldron here too. Let me bring it up a little because like I said, I'm going to put some like actual plants there. What else? And then let me just pull out every version. Or at least the scary ones. Every version of the pumpkins. So I can place those as I need them. And then this stuff is definitely gonna be on the inside. I won't use that. It looks very like crafty, like a kid made it at home with their parents or something. I'm gonna put this on the inside somewhere. So like I said, how I'm doing the inside is I'm going to section it. I'm gonna make it like a maze, but it's gonna have like individual rooms, and each room is gonna be themed. And so like one room will be the skeleton room because we actually have skeletons in the game. One room will be, I don't know, the ghost room or something, and you could like download a ghost off the gallery and like trap him in that room, like lock the door for him and he can't get out. We have cow plants, so I was gonna do a cow plant room, but I guess they would have to grow first. I could probably go to the gallery and get some cow plants that are already grown, and they'll stay grown even once I place them. So I'll probably do a cow plant room. Is that too pretty? But we don't exactly have like dead plants that we could use. Well, I could use this though, because it's like in a barrel, which is very farm like. And it's got orange for Halloween. We love that. Actually, I might use another one with the pumpkins in front of it. And then we could even put one more like behind the graves. That's cute. I'm actually really enjoying this. And then let's have the throwing up pumpkin there. Another jack-o'-lantern here. We can put another, size this one down. The only thing about these, the carved ones, apparently the carved pumpkins rot. So that might be an issue as you play on the lot. If you choose to play on the lot, you'll have to either constantly replace the pumpkins or throw them away or whatever, because apparently they rot. Should I get... like, why doesn't the normal one that isn't carved show up next to the carved ones? That doesn't make any sense. Like, see, it's even not here. That makes no sense. Should I use a big one? Was going to be my next question. It doesn't have to be that big, but it can be big. I'll use it and put it there. And I'll do one more big one. The ones that aren't carved will not rot. But the ones that are carved, I'm pretty sure they rot. So that's something you're going to have to deal with. Yourself. I'm sorry. We could do... No, that's not... Could I do something with that on the inside with the pumpkin carving stations? I mean, I know that's not very scary, but maybe we could make it scary somehow. Like set the skeleton bear in front of it. And like maybe they come to life and they're sitting there. Maybe they come to life and they're sitting there carving a pumpkin like or something. I don't know. I felt so stupid just then. But give me your thoughts on that. On what we could do with the pumpkin carving station that would be actually scary. But now I want to not filter by spooky stuff anymore. And I want the real spider webs. Where are the ones that, here we go, that sit on the ground? So put one there, one behind there. We'll put some up here. I'd imagine like all of these are like real, like they're not for show. Like they're actually there because there's spiders up there. Give me another floor one. Is that... Yeah, that's curving out. This is the one I need. Can I like... I wish you could size these up and down. But you can't. Put some in the flower beds. Or not. Or not that one, at least. I'm okay with that. Don't know how I feel about these fake ones yet, but I'll leave them for now. Put that one up there. Oh, it's not connecting all the way. That's fine. It's a spider web. It could be connecting and we just don't know. Put one there. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna put windows on this part. This is the extension just to make the inside a little bigger. I don't think I'm gonna put any windows on it though. I could put a door. Excuse me. I could put a door here just as like an extra exit for the staff maybe. So there's just not, because I feel like that would be a fire hazard in real life, only having exits at the front. So yeah, just for real, not only a fire hazard, but just like a health hazard in general. Because if there's somebody getting to this point of the haunted house and they freak out, and they want to leave, they can't because they have to go all the way back to the front. So maybe we'll do a few exits other than just the front. And then give me this door again. It doesn't really matter where I place them because, I mean, they're not really going to be used. It's just for my sanity and realism purposes, I want to put them. Oh, that's floating for the gods. All of those are. But we're not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna delete that one altogether. And then erase the terrain that's there. Sorry if you just saw me lick. It was felt like something on the side of my mouth. But yeah, we'll put that door there. Are there any like creepy like planter boxes? I wonder if it's worth putting vines on it. Should we? We could even like have some of these and then do yellow and then do red. Because that signifies that they're dead. I assume that's what it's like for. Like the ones that are higher up are dead leaves. Is that too much? I think it's what I just did is too much, but I don't think it was too much to begin with. Like right there. I don't know. I don't know. Here's the get together ones. I don't know. I do not know how I feeleth about this. I don't hate that. I just feel like it's almost too inviting. Like it doesn't make the build look very scary. It's like almost pretty. But you know what we could do as well is go through. I'm going to leave that for now and see how I feel about it later. But we could also go through and put like scratches. I think if you put stuff like that on the doors, it's just gonna, like if they open the door, it's just gonna float. Like in the middle of the air. But we could put scratches and make it look like, you know, something tried to scratch the building and get in, like a monster. Or something. I don't think cracks make sense. I mean, it may be because it is wood. Would any of these make sense? Or would it not because they're wood panels? This wouldn't make sense either. That'd be like behind some paneling. What is this technically? It's a tear. A tear wouldn't make sense because it's wood. It's painted wood, so a tear wouldn't make sense. I mean, if it was like peeled paint, unless I mean we could use something like this, and that could just be like where paint has peeled off. It says it's a hole. We could do a few of those. Just so it's not so small tear. But yeah, just so it's not so clean. These are pet scratches. And then I also want to look at the water stains because they really work well to make things look dirty. Don't want to go for the water stains? I think so. Just to make it look old and grody. Yeah, that's okay. And now I'm kind of liking the placement of these now, so maybe I can go through and make them look dead now. Maybe one red one at the top. No, that red just doesn't do it for me. I'll leave it yellow though. Yeah, I don't mind that. It doesn't scream scary, but it is just the exterior. We gotta make the inside really scary. Okay. 47 minutes. That's a lot longer than I expected to go. So I'm gonna end this part here. And like I said in the first part of this, I will be releasing these fairly quickly because it's the last week of the month. And there's other builds that I want to do or other stuff that I want to do. So I have to get this out quickly or get it done quickly. So by the time we get to the next part, the interior will definitely be laid out because the floor plan, I'll do this on camera because it's just going to be the same on the inside. Except for the metal extension is gonna have metal, but the floor plan is gonna be completely consisting of these curtains. It's gonna consist completely of these curtains, and it's gonna be a maze. So like I'll just lay this out as an example. Like this will be the first room. So like if you walk in here, you go this way and that's the first room, you know? So I'll probably keep that there. And then like do more here. And like that's the second room. And then there'll be some on this side of the door. I really would like to do it and not have to alt place any, but it looks like I'm gonna have to. And then like it would have to connect there. But yeah, you catch my drift. So like you walk in, this is the first room. You come out of there, go into this room. You come out of there, go down the hall, and then there'll be a room over here, there'll be a room over here, and then maybe I'll close this off completely, and that will be one big room. So let's see. One of them's gonna have to be open so they can get in there. So like that. And maybe that's the last room. And then if that's the exit, then I might have to move it over, because that's going to make for a very small room. But I think that's going right into a lot of things. So, yeah. Might have to just make it work there. We'll just have to make the exit a part of the last room. So we'll just do this. So I guess I'm doing the floor plan with you. And this is just going to be a long part. So we walk in, this is the first room, come out, second room, go this way, third room. And then when you come out of there, you go into this room. And then when you come out of there, you go into this room. It's not going to be laid out like a, it's not a pretty well-made maze, but yeah. And then you come out here, and then this is the last room, which will probably be the scariest room. And then you're out. Last thing I'm going to do is choose a flooring, and then we're going to call it a day. I don't think that's the vibe. I think maybe just black or just brown. Probably brown. It would come over here as well. And then I'm thinking for the metal extension, we'll use a metal floor. Just for realism. It kind of doesn't make sense here, but like if you... Like this whole bit is the extension. So like if we go down, there used to be a wall here, but it's been knocked out. Or could